ein. Pein sadi kopen reis, sinen shinen tav. Alif beten yimul dalit, ein baben zayin. Chet en tet en yod en kaf, lamet nem nun samek ayin. Pein sadi kopen reis, sinen shinen tav.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. It's Matthew. Today, I'm going to teach you all a little Hebrew about questions. Now, when we write questions in English, we put a question mark at the end of each question. But in Biblical Hebrew, there are no question marks. So how can we know if a person in the Bible is saying or asking something? A few times, only context is used. You just have to think and decide whether someone is making a statement or a question. But many times, there are different ways with words and letters in Hebrew that tell you if a sentence is a question. Let's look at a couple. One way to know if something is a question is if it has the question words: who, what, when, where, why, and how. In this week's story, Jacob asks his sons, "Why, Lama, did you do evil to me?" Lama is the Hebrew word for why. Repeat it after me. Lama. Lama. And let's learn two more. The word for who is me. Me. And what is ma. Ma. Let's learn another word we can use with these question words to make questions. The word for this in Hebrew is ze. Ze. What is this in Hebrew is ma ze. Ma, what, and ze, this. Hebrew doesn't always need the word is. And who is this is me ze. Me, who, and ze, this. Of course, not every question has one of these question words. In these types of questions, Hebrew puts a letter hey, which says ha, at the very beginning of the question, instead of at the end, as with question marks in English. But since Hebrew is read from right to left, this letter hey that asks the question is on the right side. Let's look at a couple of examples in today's story. When Joseph's brothers come back to Egypt, he asks them, "Hashalom avichem?" There is the hey at the beginning, which starts the question. Hashalom, which attaches to the first word of the sentence, which you are probably familiar with, shalom, which means peace or welfare. And the word avichem means your father. Hashalom avichem, is your father well? A bit later, Joseph asks, Hazeh achechem? First is the letter hey, ha, which starts the question. It's attached to ze, this. The second part is achechem, your brother. Hazeh achechem? Is this your brother? And finally, before we end, let's learn some opposite words to make questions with. The Hebrew word for good is tov. Tov. And its opposite, bad, is ra. Ra. So to ask, is this good, we can say, Hazeh tov? Ha makes it a question, which attaches to ze, this. Is this tov? Good. And to ask the opposite, we say, Hazeh ra? Is this bad? Lastly, let's do a quick review of what we've learned today. To make questions in Hebrew, we can use question words, lama, why, ma, what, or me, who, or we can attach a letter hey, ha, to the beginning of a sentence to make it a question. This week, you can practice asking the questions we've learned today in Hebrew. I hope that you all enjoyed this lesson and that you all have a blessed week. Shabbat Shalom.